So I was just reading in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna earlier today, where he says that truthfulness, telling the truth, is the real sadhana, the real spiritual practice of this age, of this modern age. And I've read that many times before, and it doesn't seem like such a big deal because most of us are raised with that idea of just tell the truth. And so I wondered why Ramakrishna would feel the need to actually say that this is the primary, spiritual practice or spiritual discipline of this modern age. And I'm in New Mexico right now. I drove down here today, and on that drive, I was contemplating these things and just thinking about what's going on. Not necessarily event-wise in the world, but just with this development of artificial intelligence coming on real strong, Photoshop coming along, the internet, our politics, which has made truthfulness kind of optional. And, it just seems like you repeat things enough times, they become true, and people deeply believe them and get very involved and very attached to them. And I think as we're entering into a time as a people with these, I think for the first time in our history, we're not going to be able to discern. I mean, it used to be if there was a picture, then it was true. If there was video, then it was undeniable. And now, records mean nothing. You can see a video of anything that you want. And I see people tongue-in-cheek just putting up fake things online and presenting them as truth. And I've seen some malicious efforts in the same regard. And I understood why Ramakrishna was saying, this age that we're entering into, truthfulness is going to be the real sadhana, the real practice, the real spiritual practice. Because in that kind of circumstance, we can believe anything that we want to believe to be true without verifying it, and accept things that don't verify it as verifying it. And so our commitment to truth is going to have to be internal. We're going to be living in a world here, if not already, where we're not going to be able to discern whether things are true or not. And that's going to require a great deal of inner integrity on our part, to live according to our truth, our highest truth, a truth that follows an ideal, a very high ideal, an ideal of love and respect for others, a real dedication to the welfare of others, a real compassion, to really discourage any, idea of leading people into falsehood, or convincing them of falsehoods, or us choosing to believe falsehoods for our own self. So I encourage all of us, take root these days. It's a time for real discernment, to really pay attention, to not take things at face value anymore. Check several different sources. Check, several different, just different sources. That says it all right there. Don't go to one source for any information nowadays, and certainly don't propagate it until you're personally convinced. So be dedicated to truthfulness. Be dedicated to authenticity, and don't let your ego lead you to believe things that aren't true, and even worse, lead you to tell others things that aren't true. These are the days we're entering. It's very important that we grow up.